Okay, so now, sixth graders, that you've got your copy, we're going to go ahead and go over how to actually work your copy over. So first of all, we're going to change the title, delete copy of, and over here, instead of the sixth grade template, you are going to put your name, and then you're going to put a dash, and then you're going to put your teacher's name, okay? So that when you share documents or you share sheets or whatever it is that you're sharing in Google from your Google Apps, this way I can actually organize them and put them in the correct class so that your teacher can also see that you're turning in your assignments. So whether you share it with your teacher or not, at least your teacher can see, this person's it actually turned in their assignment. Okay. So you want to put your teacher's name in too. You can also share it with your teacher, which makes it a whole lot easier than her having or him having to ask me for permission to see your work, by the way. So in the same way you share it with me, you can share it with your teacher as well. Okay, so now that we've got that, okay, your name, your teacher's name, and you've got your assignment there, so we know what it is. Now we can go ahead and start working the sheet as through the lesson. So the first thing we want to go over is the rows. Here are the rows here. And so as you can see, in all of the continents, countries, the capital, and the population of that, I'm going to assume the different countries around the world. So, all right, so here we go. Above are the columns. In each column you have a different heading. What's in blue is called the headings. So in column A we have continent, in column B we have country, column C we have capital, and column D we have the population. All right, so let's see what kind of information we can find out by sorting, because right now you look at this, it's like, okay, it'd be nice if I had all of this together or if I had all of that together. That's what sorting does. That's what makes Excel fantastic. Or in this case, it's Google Sheets, which is the same product as Excel, except you have a few less bells and whistles. But at least Google Sheets is free, whereas the Microsoft Office you have to pay for. So Excel you'd have to pay for. This one you do not. So let's go ahead and go over the different things we can do with Sheets. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on continent. Okay, as you can see, we're all over everything, because it looks like we are, actually I can tell you right now, we are alphabetized by country, okay, rather than on what continent they are at. So we're going to click up here into this column. Also, there is a drop down which might save you some time. If you want to do it this way, you can. Notice down here we do have the sheets there, but you don't have the range that you're looking for later on. So just know we're going to do it a little bit more time-wise. We're going to use a little bit more time. So we clicked here in the column A for continent. We're going to go to data, click there, and we are going to go to A to Z. Okay, so this is going to alphabetize it with A being at the top and Z being at the bottom. All right, so when we do that, now we can see all of these countries in Africa, and then all the countries in Asia, and in Europe, North America, Oceania, and South America. Okay, so now they're all arranged alphabetically, and if you notice, they're also alphabetized in their countries as well. Okay, next we're going to go and check out the population. So we're going to go over here to this column, where column D for population, and we are going to go ahead and organize it again. Go to data, and we're going to go A to Z. Now this time we're dealing with numbers. Okay, it's not letters, it's numbers. So it's not going to be alphabetized, it's going to be numeralized. But the question is how is it going to do it? Is it going to go from greatest to least, or is it going to go from least to greatest? Well, a good way of realizing which direction you're going is if you think of the simple things of learning your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s. A and 1 go together. They are the beginning of your numbers. So, and the beginning of your letters. So if we put A and 1 together, then obviously Z is going to be with a higher number. So if you want to start with the highest number and go to the lowest number, then you need to do Z to A. But if you want to start with the smallest number and go to the highest number, then you want to go A to Z. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to go to A to Z first, and then we'll go to Z to A later. So A to Z, you will notice now, smallest number first, going into the larger numbers. And now we're no longer in alphabetical order over here, okay? So right here, we've got our population. This is the smallest population, Monaco in Europe, okay? All right, so now, again, like I said, now we're going to do it from, instead of the least population to the most population, the greatest population, which, of course, if we go down, you probably won't be able to see. Well, yeah, you will. Okay, the greatest population, of course, is in Asia, and it's the country of China, okay? So there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and go from greatest to least. So we go back to data, and we go to Z to A. And again, instead of going all the way down to the bottom, all I had to do was come over here and click from greatest to least, which is from Z to A. Okay, so that is how we organize our columns, and it tells us our information. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and just jump on over to multiple selections. Okay, so to do that, we are going to click on our columns here that we're going to use for our information. Then we're going to go over to the data. Now remember, this is the one that I said you're not going to be able to do from the drop downs because you're actually using multiple columns. So we go to the data, and we're going to go down to sort range. Okay, so we're going to click on sort range. Now, as we said, our data has headers. So we're going to click here. If you see where it says column A, when I click here, you'll notice now it's switched to continent, and it has all of my headers. All the headings are right here, okay? So we are going to go to continent first, and we're going to keep it with A to Z. Then we're going to add another sort column. And this one, we're going to go ahead and go to population down here, and we're going to go to Z to A. So largest population, okay, in alphabetical order. So here we go. And then we're going to go ahead and sort. So now, instead of Africa being in alphabetical order here, you're going to notice that it goes from Africa to the population, okay? Instead of the country being in alphabetical order now, with the continent, it is now by population. Now it's organized by the highest population in that continent. And as you can see, it is Nigeria. That is the one that has the largest population in Africa. Okay, half of that is in Ethiopia. And a little bit below that is Egypt. So you can start seeing how things start working in Africa. You can keep going down, and now we can go into Asia. And India is the highest, oh, excuse me, China. I was going to say, no, that's wrong. In Asia, China has the highest population, followed by India being the second largest population. Okay. And then going further down after Asia, we have Europe. And we find in Europe, Russia has the largest population there. Okay. Followed by Germany having the second largest. All right. But you can see the big difference between Russia and Europe when it comes to population. Okay. And then from there, North America, as you can see, North America, the United States has the largest population in North America, followed by, let's just do this again. There. Okay, followed by Mexico. Okay, but as you can see, we're about 3 times the size of Mexico. All right, we have 300,000. So, or excuse me, not 300,000, what am I saying? 300 million. But China and India definitely have the high numbers there. Okay. But we do have more in Africa. Okay. They have 1 billion in China and in India. 1 billion people. So that might help you understand numbers in our, and then Brazil in South America is almost with us, about 100,000 less than we do, or actually more than that, but around there. Okay, but so you can actually see now and start to understand when we talk about populations and all kinds of different things. You can see, you start looking at the numbers, you can start understanding why certain numbers are higher than others when we're running across the globe. Okay, so anyways, that is how you sort the information, and that's how you gather your information. You start looking into and saying, so what can I learn from this information? Those are important questions. Whenever you're giving data, what can I learn from this? What can it tell me? And then start thinking about history and news and all of that stuff and how that might apply to this information to help you understand it better. Okay? All right. Well, go ahead and do the final assignment, and good luck.